for us. Going into a 2-week break, you don't want to go into a 2-week break on a downer, on the back of 2 tough away defeats and the Watford game on top of that. Previously, we needed to show some character today, and we needed to defend well, and I felt against the aerial bombardment that Doncaster possess, I thought we got that aspect of our game really good today.
I was going to say, you've had component parts of performances in you in both the last away games, but today they all came together on the right day. Thankfully
they all came together, yeah. The only disappointing thing from our perspective, it was only 1-0 because we had numerous chances, and you do fear that if you don't take those other chances that come your way, they're just one lapse in concentration or one big long ball in the box, and they could score. But thankfully we defended our goalkeeper very well. The 2 centre halves, I thought, on the back four were excellent, and the lads worked their socks off, and we got the win we needed.
How much are you benefiting from competition with places in the squad that every member of the team almost is looking over their shoulder having to put in a performance?
Well, I think that always helps. It keeps people on their toes, it keeps people alive to the fact that you've got quality players ready to step in if they're not performing. We've managed to keep the team spirit good, which is always difficult when you have a big squad, and the more numbers you add, there is an element of players that may feel they won't feature. But so far the lads have stayed together, and we've kept that team spirit that served us so well last year.
I'm sure the clean sheet is particularly pleasing on the road. Anyone is on the road, I suppose.
Games in the Championship are incredibly difficult to win, and it's incredibly difficult to keep clean sheets against good strikers. So to do it here is a really good achievement, especially in what happened last year, the battle between the two clubs. So it's nice to come out on top today.
It was certainly a full-blooded game. We didn't expect at one stage that both teams would have 11 on the pitch at the end.
No, I feared the same actually, and I had a word with the lads at half-time just to always keep a cool head. The worst thing you can do is lose a player, and then you've got an uphill battle. So thankfully they saw the game out again very well. 1-0 leads, that's, I think every game this season we've won by 1 goal, and we have defended them really well so far.
Doesn't do your heart rate much good on the touchdown.
Doesn't do me or Willow's heart rate much good.
And didn't do Paul Dickoff's heart rate much good either. There was a bit of a coming together on the touchline. Was there anything in that?
No, there's always nothing in that. It's just 2 people determined to win, and you say things, you do things, and you think afterwards, what are we doing?
Ryan Alsop, obviously one called upon, made a couple of important saves today. Again, he's a young man who's, every time he's put into action, he seems to be there with the answers, although his time wasting makes everyone a bit nervous.
His time wasting was strange, especially when there was 60 minutes to go in the game and we were on top, so it was strange, but he'll learn from that. He's got all the hallmarks to be a top goalkeeper, he really has, and one of his saves first half was crucial to us winning the game. His kicking is excellent. He certainly suits the way we play, so really pleased for him, and he'll only get better hopefully.
I presume you'd have taken signing off to the international break in this position if we'd offered it to you on the first day of the season?
Chris, I can't tell you how much money I'd have given you for this position. I mean, people have got to understand where we are and where we're coming from. To be in this position is, I know it's early days and so few points between all the teams, but it's a great feeling to be where we are.
You'll get obviously Tequino come into the squad after the international break as well. The deadline is looming as well. Would you expect any movement? I know you've been asked this many times. Do you need any more players?
I wouldn't expect any movement, but then I wouldn't like to categorically say no and then something come up that we think, yeah, we could do with that. So I wouldn't rule anything in either way. Let's wait and see.
What about trimming numbers?
Possibly, yeah. If we had interest in players that we felt could benefit away with a loan spell, we'd look at it, but I'm certainly in no rush to trim anyone away from the squad.
And finally, can you clear up the goal? Because in the press box at half-time we had Charlie Daniels, Brett Pittman, Elliot Ward or an own goal.
I can't clear anything, I haven't seen it again. I know Brett, being Brett, will claim it, and as he's a striker, I wouldn't want to swear it away from him too much, but I honestly don't know who scored.